let this beat.
Welcome to another episode. Welcome to another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I am your man, Captain Will. Make sure you like. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share. Make sure you tell somebody all about Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. Follow me on Twitter at Gamecocks Talk. Follow me on Instagram at Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. Now you can follow your man Captain Will on Facebook. Just started that page out on Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. Follow me. You're not rocking with the best. And since you're rocking with the best, come rock with your man, Captain Will. Hey, we got a good one today, y'all. I said we got a good one today, y'all. We talking about one of my favorite basketball players on this basketball team, the South Carolina women's basketball team, the three-time national champions. We talking about the one and only Adele Tac. Adele Tac was one of my first interviews that I ever did when I started this podcast. So shout out to Adele Tac and the family for giving me the opportunity to talk to you when you just committed to the South Carolina women's basketball team last year. Adele Tac her journey to South Carolina has been different. It's been uncommon, if you will. Adele was a promising young talent in high school. Was as highly ranked as 12th in the country during her junior year. 6'5" post player from Texas, South Grand Prairie High School. We haven't had a top-ranked player, 5-star recruit, an excellent basketball player from Texas in the post since Kelsey Bone back in the day. Adele Tac follows in that line. Junior year, 12th ranked in the country. Playing with the best, playing against the best. Injured the rest of her junior year. You fast forward to her senior year. Not too long during her senior year, she got injured again. Tore her medial patellofemoral ligament. Dislocated her kneecap. Back-to-back injuries. Serious injuries for this 5-star recruit that despite those injuries that she had in her junior year and her senior year, she still finished 28th ranked in the class of 2024. Still finished as a 5-star recruit and committed to the South Carolina women's basketball team. She decided to join this basketball team during the middle of the season, graduated high school early, decided to get her surgery at Columbia. Go through her rehab process at the University of South Carolina. Dawn Staley said that she was going to get it right. Get it right. They're going to take care of her. And he did. During that season, Adele was one of the biggest cheerleader, probably the biggest cheerleader on the basketball team while nursing that injury. You fast forward, season ends, she's still rehabbing. Summer begins, still rehabbing. Season begins. She's cleared to play basketball for the 2024-25 season. But what you saw was some timidness. Is that the word, timid? Timid play? Which is understandable, right? That is completely understandable because she was injured back-to-back season. So it was a situation where she wasn't trusting her body. Who would? Who would trust their body after having 2 serious injuries, lower body injuries. After rehab. After senior year, rehab. She ain't had an off season to actually focus on basketball. After her sophomore season. Think about that. Constantly rehabbing. 2 years in a row. You think she was ready to play basketball at a high level at the University of South Carolina? I had a lot of folks saying, oh, what's wrong with Adele Tac? Oh, she's going to be a bust. Oh, she's a 5-star recruit, but she ain't playing. Oh, we ain't got a big. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Go back to the tape. For all the folks who hate on Adele Tac, go back on the tape and watch her during her junior year. Go back on the tape and watch her during her senior year in high school, before both injuries. Go back and watch that. She was a dominant post player. One of the best post players in the country. Before her injury during her junior season, you can make the claim that if she was not the best prospect, 6'4" or taller, she was the second best. Injuries happen in the game of basketball. We understand all those things. But if Dawn Staley says that she's going to get it right, Dawn is going to get it right. I have the utmost confidence in what Adele Tac is going to do for South Carolina. We're moving on to the season, and you got opportunity. You have you got minutes to be won. We've seen her working out with Maryam Dauda. We've seen her working out with Madina Okot. We've seen all those things. We don't know where Ashlyn Watkins stands. We don't know if she's going to be Ashlyn Watkins. I do know this right here. The WNBA general managers are still very, very, very high on Ashlyn Watkins. I've seen draft boards where she's projected to be a top 12 pick in this 2026 WNBA draft. So, but in terms of challenging for playing time, you got Sanaya Fagan, who moved on to the WNBA, who played 772 minutes. Yeah, somebody got to get those minutes. You got Ashlyn Watkins, who I just mentioned. Is she going to be ready for the season when it begins? She played 265 minutes last year. Somebody is going to be fighting for those minutes. You got Skema Walker, who played 84 minutes last season. Now, we got Madina Okot, who's coming in from Mississippi State, who played 769 minutes last season, who was one of the better defenders in the SEC, who's 6'5". She's going to get minutes. But this is not where, you know, Maryam Dauda or Adele Tac especially has to start the season because of the recruiting number beside her name when she's not ready. No. This was a move of getting Madina Okot. It was a chess move. It's a chess move because Madina Okot only got 1 year. Hopefully 2 years. That whole thing going on when she played in Africa, I don't know what's going to happen, but we're going to assume that she has 1 year left because she projected to go to the WNBA, the top 15 pick. So 1 year left. So next year is when Adele Tac has to produce her junior year. Now I'm going to see some serious steps for her growth this year. in a small sample size, because the sample size is very small, because she only played in 23 games. She played, 87 minutes and only 4 minutes per basketball game. The sample size was tiny. So it's so tough to gauge what she did last year. 2 points, 2 rebounds, shot 42% from the field, 63% from the free throw line, had an offensive rating of 106.4, had a defensive rating of 78.7 in 87 minutes of play. Small sample size. But her few minutes that she played in offensive rebounding percentage in 19.4. She ranked first in defensive rebounding percentage at 25.1. She was first in total rebound percentage at 22.3%. Sample size is small because she only played 80-some minutes. Now you multiply that times 2. You multiply that times 3, and she maintains that same analytical number. Then we got something to look at. She plays 240 minutes this upcoming season, and she's averages, let's say, 6.6 rebounds. She's still doing very well on the offensive and defensive rebounding in terms of percentage-wise. We're going to have a situation with Adele Tac. The chance is there for her to play. The chance is there for her to make her mark. She has to make a mark this upcoming season. We all over the place in terms of starting lineups for the South Carolina women's basketball team, the three-time national champions. We are all over the place. I've said that, it's going to be Raven, it's going to be, Ta'Niya, it's going to be, Tessa, Joyce, Chloe. I've said that. That's going to be our starting 5. That is our quote unquote best players in terms of start, right? But you could also make the case that Madina Okot is going to start. I wouldn't cry, I wouldn't moan if that situation happened. Not at all. If Madina Okot starts for South Carolina, besides Chloe, that means Joyce is coming off the bench once again. And still going to average 13, 14, 15, 16 points, still going to be first team all SEC, because starting don't matter when it's all said and done. Not for this basketball team. For other basketball teams where you're getting 30, 35 minutes per basketball game, then starting matters. But South Carolina, Joyce played 22 minutes per game. Chloe played 22 minutes per game. Last year, Madina Okot played 21 minutes per basketball game. If Madina Okot is playing 21 minutes per basketball game, again, for the South Carolina women's basketball team, there is a chance, there is minutes for Adele Tac to play 10 to 15 minutes per game. And ladies and gentlemen, that's all I want. That's literally all I want for Adele Tac this upcoming season. 10, 15 minutes per basketball game. I will be happy with 10 minutes per game. 10 minutes per game over the course of a 35-game season, not 350 minutes. And then be ready for that junior season to take over in the post. We have 5-star talent in the post. We got 3 centers who are all 5-star recruits. 3 of them. And if you want to say that Ashton Watkins in the center, you can say 4. There's ample size for South Carolina this upcoming season. I am expecting great things from Adele Tac this upcoming season. I'm expecting her with her first off season since after her sophomore year in high school to be ready to play the game of basketball and go back to how she was as a prospect during her junior year. Adele Tac is going to be good. And I think that's going to start this upcoming season for the South Carolina women's basketball team. This concludes another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I'm your man, Captain Will. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe to Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will as I continue to bring you the gospel of Gamecocks every single day. You're now rocking with the best. And since you're rocking with the best, come rock with your man, Captain Will. Let's go. Let's go.
J-Rock did this beat.